Redirecting. Reestablishing connection. Lord Yi, can you hear me? Loud and clear. Oh, thank heavens. I was so frightened to the point of shutting down even. I lost your signal for a while. What happened? Lady Ethereal's brainwave somehow affected the entire brain room. I don't know how she did it. She unintentionally pulled my mind into her soulscape. Her soulscape? Connecting with the consciousness of a person in hibernation is extremely risky. It's a great fortune that you managed to stay lucid. However, now that you're unharmed, I have to tell you another piece of bad news. I have confirmed that the soul in the Cortex Center no longer has a body. Her mind has been preserved in the vital sanctum, and it has formed an extremely stubborn encryption. She's still clinging onto her soul seal? Exactly. No matter what you've already seen inside, I'm afraid you'll have to go back in. That's fine. I still have some things I'd like to say to her. Whenever you're ready, you can initiate the cross-consciousness connection with Lady Ethereal's soulscape. Please be careful. Whatever emotions you feel are not your own, but hers. Don't lose yourself in there. Okay. Alright. You may notice that all of my experience is gone. I was gonna just run around and like collect a bunch of the stuff I hadn't collected before. And I was gonna do it off camera. But turns out there's an entire mini-boss I hadn't fought before. So the mini-boss in question is over here. There was a archer turret that shot the crimson bolts that I reflected. This is why I came down here, because I knew that I'd seen something like that before and I wanted to find it, so. Alright. Big pain with this guy. That he's inconsistent as hell. He didn't even do that attack at all last time. Oh, he hits behind him when he does that. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Oh, I'm dead. Stay on this side of the room, the turret won't... Right. Him. If I stay on this side of the room, the turret won't target me, though. I'm out of field charges. Wow. Oh, that got him. Okay. Whew. I don't know if he was supposed to be hard. Pipe vial. I guess he was supposed to be hard. That refilled my heal charges all the way. Wow. Okay. Okay, and we're back. And I'm kind of dumb for a variety of reasons. Before we get into that, let's head back to the pavilion real quick. So, a couple of developments between episodes. I did kind of go around and collect a couple of things. But I have discovered that apparently my nymph is disabled. What is that? That wasn't here last time. The Legend of the Porky Heroes. Chapters 111 to 120 of The Legend of the Porky Heroes. After receiving the 4 treasures of the study, Shunshun's handwriting has improved significantly. He handled the writing and cover illustration all on his own. The story is full of twists and turns, having changed protagonists twice. Neat. Oh, also, yeah, there's paintings all around. are on the pavilion now. Read that. So yeah, the speaking of paintings, the painting I got earlier, that one up there, you might recognize it. I gave it to this guy because he apparently likes Xuan's art, and he gave me a very special jade in return. It is actually, I'll just open the Jade's menu right now and show you here. It's this one, the Harness Force Jade. Performing a precise parry will complete any ongoing charging for charged strike, making it immediately available for use, which is pretty neat. Unfortunately, I did not record the dialogue where I gave it to him, so I'm going to record this one, though, to make up for it. Suri, I have some most fortunate news to share. Are you lowering your prices? Oh, that would be difficult to do. I hope you'll understand. The good news is about my dear brother. Thanks to your assistance, I have accumulated a sizable amount of Jin. I believe that given time, these funds will help my brother regain his freedom. I didn't really do much. I was just buying what I need. Oh, no need to be bashful. I suspect you also purchased items which you didn't need. As much as I'm slightly ashamed to say this, there is one thing I'd like to discuss. In truth, other than Jin, the liberation of my brother will also require a select few parts from other guards. Therefore, it is most unfortunate that I, a meek scholar, am unable to handle violent tasks. Enough beating around the bush. Ever since you called to me, I knew this day would come. You want me to help you kill some guards and pick up some parts, right? Just tell me what you want, where I can find them. Oh, I knew you would be willing to help. This part is called the Soul Severing Blade. It is currently held by a... I have that, don't I? High-ranking guard named... I have that. Depths of the... Yeah, I killed that guy already. In the 8-man facility near the abandoned mines, huh? It's not too far. I'll give it a try if I manage to pass by. You have my deepest gratitude. May fortune in battle befall thee. See, I was trying to get... Immediately, here's the dagger you asked for. Bless you, Suri. Your benevolence is immeasurable, and your virtues are as clear as... I get it. You don't need to exaggerate. I am obliged, for it must have been a hard-fought victory worthy of great praise. He did have a lot of health. The Celestial Legion are the Council's elite guards. They can indeed be a bit of a nuisance. But when compared to an ancient weapon like you, they're just small fry. I do indeed differ from them in rather inherent ways, but this does not mean I possess a higher prowess in combat. Using Shangui as an example, could you not see that he blindly followed orders without any autonomy? To exist trapped in that telelurgical, I believe? Telelurgical code is a pitiful existence. I believe that it is benevolent and righteous to have them put to rest. So you think only creatures with free will can be considered alive? Indeed, he who is unable to live for himself is just a dead man walking. You shouldn't be too harsh. Artificial beings like you are a special case. I understand. After all, I couldn't think when I first opened my eye. In the beginning, I was kept in the Gia family's vault. At the time, my senses were obscured. I could only see the objects displayed in that room. Placed before me were the last written words of the great Gia patriarch. The poem initially appeared to me as just a collection of symbols, but those ink strokes accompanied me year after year, until one day I suddenly understood its meaning. A surge of emotions poured into my brain. It was as if I woke up from a reverie. Everything in this world began to brim with meaning. To think that a poem could create self-awareness, it's nothing short of a miracle. Oh, it is your choice whether to believe it or not, Suri. But the world is much too colorful to not listen to one's heart and waste time on tasks assigned by others. If I can't grant this experience to my brother, then I'm afraid it will all have been in vain. I am grateful to you, Suri, for this great gift. I shall put it to good use. I've been wondering what that was for. Okay. He does have the talkies. Basically, I want to get the computing unit. I have 2,800 Jin. That's a lot of Jin to use. But I don't have enough scrappable stuff. So I'm really... Comparing these two to that one, Xuan's getting a lot better really quick. Oh, there's more over here. Alright, but I do have something to give to you. The darts picked up. These darts. These are the flying darts Jiechun often uses. So this is what they look like on the inside. I can adjust the design to turn it into an arrow. But still, are you sure you don't mind using the same weapon as him? As long as the user has integrity, a weapon is just a weapon. Unless you think that by using Jiechun's weapons, I will somehow adopt his disposition. To be frank, you don't have a particularly friendly disposition either. Okay, give me some time, and I'll get you your new arrow. Cool, we've got the 3 arrows. Behold, the Shadow Hunter! As the name suggests, this arrow seeks and homes in on your enemies. Cool, okay. Several dart-shaped arrowheads attract the movement of enemies, locking on locations and shadowing their every move. Alright. Cool. Then I believe I have something to give to you. Or at least, yeah, I do. I have something to talk to you as well. Why did you learn martial arts? My mentor told me that it would strengthen my body and allow me to protect others in times of trouble. I just followed her suggestion.
Aww.
Then why doesn't Uncle Chubby do it? Maybe because martial arts doesn't really suit him. He might look intimidating, but that man couldn't even hurt a fly. That's nice. I don't remember. It's literally a sword. I don't know if I should be giving this to him. Speaking of self-defense, here, see if you can handle this one. Wow, this is the biggest knife I've ever seen. Careful, it's not a toy. You're right, this was made by a really good blacksmith. I should be able to make quick work of vegetables with the smooth edge it has. That wasn't made for cutting vegetables, dummy. It was made for self-defense. This pavilion is safe for now, but if anything were to happen, you need to learn to protect yourself.
Aww.
Who's Jiatong? Your friend? Where did you hear that name? It's written on the handle. That's so. Not important. You don't need to know who he is. Hey, you can't steal other people's things without their permission. Most of the Jia clan's inheritance comes from plundering their neighbors during the war. I'm just giving them a taste of their own medicine, which I think is more than warranted. I just don't feel good about it. Take it. You're going to learn how to use it sooner or later. What if they come back and ask for it? Are you not going to give it back? You don't have to worry about that. As long as I'm around, their little heirloom stays with me. Yeah, I do. Residual hair. Forgot I picked this up. Don't tell me this is your hair. No, I don't have a transmutation habit, so my hair is toxin-free, which won't be to your liking. That's fine, as long as it isn't yours. I don't mind eating hair, I just don't want to eat yours. This is marvelous. Looks frizzly, but it's smooth as silk. I'm starting to black out. That poison hit just right. So whose splendid hair was this? I can probably guess from the way you laugh, but you're better off not knowing. And you have a talk, right? You finally came back? How'd you manage to stay so long in that hellish place? You mean the transmutation factory? The ground there burns with fire as people are punished in the furnaces above. I guess the hell from our myths really does exist. No one's being punished. They're all undergoing transmutation. That's what turns them into those armored monsters you keep talking about. Can anyone create an army of monsters with this technology? I would advise against having such ideas. Okay, can anyone create an army of monsters with this technology? You defeated the heir to the Jia clan? Wow, that must have been tough. I can't believe he transmutated his body to that degree. How frightening. I thought you said he was pretty stylish. What I meant was, those are two different things. I don't blame you. Ying and Jie have always been allies. The transmutation furnaces and weapon systems they used were all crafted by our ancestors. Just because we participated in manufacturing doesn't mean we enjoy killing. Most of us Ying feel pretty ashamed about that part of our history. I might have overstated it. And then the modify is just the Shadow Hunter, yeah. Oh yeah, I got an herb catalyst from that guy. So I'm thinking, do I want to spend some of this until I have more component wealth, or do I want to try and risk? Because I need, like, another, like, 800 Jin. Which won't be too tough. But I also have a feeling I'm going to be going into a very hard thing, so I want to spend some of that. And you know what? There's another poison that I can afford. I'm going to buy that too to get a max health increase. Wow, that's delicious. The flavor has a gentle sweetness that lingers even after I've gulped it down. Not bad. It really goes down. Shenong? Not bad at all. It was so good I almost forgot how to breathe. I blacked out and saw a few of my dead buddies. It was a hell of an experience, let me tell ya. We would typically refer to that experience as seeing your life flash before your eyes. Let me get some brew. I have a question. If we were kidnapped by you monsters, where did we originally come from? The Pale Blue Planet. My hometown is blue? It was, at least when we discovered it. Your home is just like Penglai, oceans and life as far as the eye can see. But due to the presence of New Kunlun, it's probably just a land of ice and snow now. So we're on, I guess it's this, either a giant spaceship or a giant space station. It's all my fault. Oh dear. I want to get some actual gameplay into this episode. I've been unfortunately having to cut a lot of like the platforming because I've been recording for too long. I guess what I really need to do is just to avoid trying to put one session into one video and just cut where I need to cut. So I'll be doing a bit of more relaxed editing from here on out. I don't actually know how long the sequence is, so. Can I have my nymph back?
Huh?
Why are you here again? Well, I suppose you did come for revenge, right? Let's sit down and talk. I don't want to fight you. What is there to talk about? When they went after you, I didn't say a thing. I just watched you die. But that's also how you treated me. You did nothing to stop this flawed project from going live. Flawed? I always thought your soulscape worked perfectly. It was perfect. In fact, it was too perfect. In that eternal dream, the sun never sets, life never ends, people can live the lives they've always dreamed of. After a while, you lose track of where the dream starts and where reality ends. So once the simulation ends, some people just don't want to wake up. I tried my best to adjust the parameters, but I wasn't able to fully fix it. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I understand now. I don't blame you. Blame me? You forced everyone onto this path. The Eternal Cauldron Project, the Vital Sanctums, they're all just a bunch of fancy caskets. We are all to blame. Ah, delightful. Oh, is this just straight into a boss fight? Murderer. Oh, it's all your fault. Give me some time and we can figure out a way to fix this together. It's too late. There are only two options left for you. Kill me, or stay here with me and atone for our sins. Oh, it's just straight into a boss fight. Okay, I thought there'd be like a lead up. I guess the former sequence was the lead up. That's a Crimson attack. Oh, she does not have a lot of health. One thing I do need to do is get better at actually using the charge strike. Because I don't do it enough. Oh my. She does a lot of damage. Okay, how do I tell which one is real? Oh, jeez. she doesn't have a lot of health. Okay. That was a sorry showing. Some reason it's not registering to me that that attack is Crimson. Alright, I don't know the trick to identifying which clone is which. But if it's just straight into a boss fight, I can do a boss fight. I'm out of heal charges already. Right, that's Crimson. Oops. Wait. She's got a third phase. Oh god. Oh dear. Okay, that's interesting. I might have to dodge that one. That's Crimson. Okay, phase 3. Phase 3. Alright, pretty crummy second phase all things considered, but I don't know if it matters because this third phase opening pretty much always kills me. And by always I mean the 2 times I've gotten here, which you know, it's still always. Yeah, there we go. She's not hiding anymore. Okay. She warped right out from under my talisman. I really hope I don't run out of floor eventually. That's also a big concern of mine. Running out of health is a bigger concern though. It really gets tight there at the end. Okay. This might take me a few more attempts. We might have an episode just entirely devoted to this boss fight. Responses. There we are. Right, it's Crimson. Man, she's healing off all her internal damage. See, I didn't drop my jump there. I think the point is that there's no real tell, so you can't just ignore them all until you see the real one. Like you do in the first phase, you can't just hold back, or I guess in this phase too, you can't just hold. Until you see the real one. Why didn't it let me dodge? At least I survived it. Know what happens when she appears in the sky now. Woof! I mean, not like that appeared in the sky. Oh, there we go. Took me a minute, but I did it. Alright. Alright, that was a fun boss. Second phase was a mite tedious, but... I'm sorry you had to see me like this, E. I don't know how this happened. I already cut off all life support systems in my vital sanctum, but I couldn't wake up from that nightmare. Someone out there wants you alive and had your brain hooked back into your vital sanctum. None of it matters now. At the beginning, I was puzzled. I specifically designed this system so that people could sleep peacefully. Why would I be experiencing nightmares? Maybe punishing myself became the only way I could comfort myself. It wasn't until you arrived that I realized I just wanted this wound to be seen. Someone had to condemn me to put an end to all this. You're not the only one at fault. I didn't expect to hear that from you. I'm glad I was able to talk to you like this before the end. Yeah, the people who lied about how well it was going are at fault. Yeah, I have faced my sins. Now it's your turn. that my nymph? Do I get my nymph back? Because I didn't have my nymph. It literally takes away your nymph until you win this boss fight. No, this is the past. Today's finally the day the Azure Flyer takes to the skies. It's Mystic Nymph. You said you'd let me choose the name. Right. Well, the last few months were arduous, but it's finally ready now. I just need to inject rhizomatic energy into its Azure substrate. Once it stabilizes, our Mystic Nymph will come alive. But there's something I've been kind of scared to bring up. The other day I heard the roots crying out. It said that it couldn't breathe. Is it really okay for us to do this experiment? You with that nonsense again. Don't worry, I checked and rechecked my calculations countless times. Besides, if something does go wrong, it'll be a good learning experience. That's the essence of experimentation, understand? Not really. So he's a progress for the sake of progress kind of guy. Like talking to a brick wall. Just sit there and watch. I'm gonna flip the switch. That doesn't look good. What's going on? E? Please, stop! Damn it! Oh dear. Animated cutscene. Oh, is that why I've got a thing in my chest? Is that why he's got a thing in his chest? Ooh. Alright. So that explains E's connection to the roots.